Hey guys, today we're looking at a fuel injection cleaning kit. This is OTC brand fuel injection cleaner. This is for cleaning your fuel injectors on the car. So this is the part number 7448. And what you get in the kit is the fuel injection cleaning canister. It has a large dial on here to dial up your fuel injection pressure. You get several adapters. This is an adapter for using on the fuel rail. So you would disconnect your fuel lines from the fuel rail and connect this in. And it comes with several different types of adapters. You got several different sizes for tapping in this fuel rail here. This is for connection with the Schrader type valve. A lot of cars have that. Sort of looks like a tire valve. Here's another type of Schrader valve connector. Comes with a little block off screw. Okay, some other things you're going to need to purchase when you're buying this fuel injection cleaning kit is the Injector-r-clean. This is what you're going to use to clean your injectors. Your engine will run off of this when you connect it up to the system. And there's also a decarbonizing adapter you can buy for this. So with this adapter, it connects to your intake manifold. So you would disconnect a vacuum line or like your power brake booster line, and you would use a different chemical. You would use the number 7904 decarbonizer solution with this, and this would decarbonize your intake. Okay, another thing you get with the injection cleaning kit is the manual. And this covers all domestic, Asian, European vehicles from 97 to 2008. OTC may have updated information for 2009 on up vehicles at their website. So in here shows you how to connect and operate the fuel injection cleaning kit. And then you have information on all your vehicles. Say we're going to do a 2008 Jeep Commander, the 3.7. Here's the operating pressure. So you want to dial it down on the regulator here to a lower pressure than that. So we would go down to like 50 psi. So the fuel injection cleaner doesn't go out the regulator and into the return line and back into the fuel tank. And then here tells you where to disable the fuel pump. A lot of times you just pull a fuse or a relay. And then which adapter to use. There's a listing for that. Okay, getting ready to clean the injectors on this 2009 Subaru today using the OTC fuel injection canister. So I'll add some fuel injection cleaner to this canister, and the engine will run off of the cleaner, and that's going to clean the injectors. But before I get started, I'm going to have a little setup to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this fuel line right here. This is on the driver's side, right near the strut mount. It's the bigger of the two lines. This is the pressure side line. Okay, so next I'm going to install this T-fitting in the line, and to install that I'm going to need an extra piece of fuel line and two more clamps. Make sure you get the fuel injection style clamps. These clamp all the way around. They have a band that goes the complete circumference of the fuel line, so they get equal clamping pressure. Now I'm going to start the car to make sure there's no leaks where I spliced into the fuel line. Okay, with the engine running, I've got the fuel injection cleaner hose connected. I'm going to just do a check on the fuel pressure. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the vehicle off and make sure this gauge maintains its pressure to see if we have leaking injectors. And the pressure went down slightly. But what I'll do is I'll keep an eye on that. I'm going to let it sit for about an hour and come back and see if the pressure's dropped off. Okay, next what we got to do is pull the fuse for the fuel pump, which is located under the hood right here. Okay, there's a shutoff valve right at the bottom of the canister. What I'm going to do is turn that clockwise and shut that valve completely off. Okay, next we're going to want to fill up the canister with our cleaning solvent. Okay, next what you're going to want to do is make sure your regulator is backed off so there's no pressure on the gauge. Connect your shop air. You don't need a real large compressor, but you'll need one with a reservoir tank. And what you want to do is bring up the pressure on the regulator till it's to about 10 pounds less than what you tested at earlier. So it was at about 50 when the engine was running earlier. So I'm going to dial this up to about 40. Okay, the reason why you want your pressure less than the normal operating pressure is because you don't want your fuel injection cleaner to be returned to the fuel tank. What you want to do is open the valve at the bottom here. That's going to allow the flow of fuel injection cleaner into the fuel rail. You want to start your vehicle, let it run until it runs out of fuel injection cleaner, and your injectors will be clean. We're going to start this up. Okay, just to finish up, you want to reconnect your lines. Put your fuel pump fuse back in. It's right there. And then you're going to want to start the vehicle and make sure that there's no fuel leaks at these lines that you took apart. And take the car for a test drive. All right, take care, guys.